Hello, everyone out there. That's right. Hey, all you cartoon fanatics and cartoon lovers, and all the kiddos out there, and all the parents who watch cartoons with their kids. Hey to all of you guys. Well, first things first, I am Luca. You probably recognize me from my multiple projects that I have done from the past. You probably remember me from, like doing, parody stuff, and then, I did the Lucas show, and then also uh, the Game Wizard, and then also the Love and Music with LRAF, you know, and also I do another podcast as well called the Luca Project. Yep, and this is also another podcast. Yeah, this is my second podcast called CarTOON. Yep, that's right. So yeah, welcome to the first episode of CarTooN. Woohoo! So yeah, so on this podcast, I'm gonna be taking you all on a journey through the art of, like making cartoons. I'm also gonna be, talking about like my favorite cartoon shows, and also some of my favorite episodes, and the voice actors, of course, because you can't have a cartoon show without the famous voice actors, and you know, uh, one particular voice actor that comes to my mind, every time I watch cartoons is Tom Kenny, who is the voice of SpongeBob, as we all know. And Tom Kenny, he's also done some other voice acting gigs, for, like Cartoon Network and, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, what else he was in, because oh yeah, I saw like a recent interview, like it was for like Wired. It was like him and Bill Fager Bakey, yeah, who also plays Patrick. Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce Bill's last name. It's a tongue twister. Yeah, but like I saw Tom Kenny, he was there, and Bill was there, like, and they were just like asking like each other questions from the internet. You know, yeah, and that's where like Tom was like mentioning like other shows that he was a part of, but I can't remember. But SpongeBob is his main thing that he does. Yeah, so yeah, so pretty much, this is going to be, like a learning podcast. We're going to be learning together about how, cartoons are made, and, like the programs that they use for cartoons, and I'm very like familiar with, like the programs that they use, like, but like when I was a kid, I wasn't really like invested in like all this stuff. Like all I cared was, like watching the cartoons on my TV. That's literally the only thing that I cared about as a kid. But you know, like as I got older, and like even now that I'm in my 20s, like I started getting like more invested in like how cartoons are made, and it's a very interesting process of how cartoons are made. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing throughout this podcast. We're going to be learning together, and we're going to have a blast here on this podcast. From time to time, I'll just be like funny, and I will like quote some of my favorite lines from my cartoon show from the cartoon shows, and also, so the reason why I also got invested in cartoons, because I'm also working on a cartoon show myself as well called Llama Quest: The Adventures of Wacky Llamas. Yeah, so pretty much, like I came up with the the adventures of Wacky Llamas. Yeah, that part I came up with, and my brother, he came up with the Llama Quest. So originally I was gonna call it like The Adventures of Wacky Llamas, but then he also suggested Llama Quest, and I wasn't really like feeling it. But then like I had like a light bulb moment, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna combine these two together, and then I got Llama Quest: The Adventures of Wacky Llama, so that way I incorporated both of our ideas. And then I just started getting busy, like drawing out the cartoon characters. So yeah, I'm still in like the beginning stages of the cartoon, as you can tell. It's not fully done, but it's getting there. But it's a process. Okay, well, so yeah, well, I hope you all enjoyed this first episode of the introduction to this podcast, and we're gonna have a fun time on this podcast. Just remember that we're gonna have a fun time. We're not gonna be serious. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna be funny, and yeah, we're just gonna be learning together as a community. Okay, well, thank you all for enjoying the first episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.